There is a decline of religion in the UK as a whole, I think in the whole world, but I do think it's very important, and I think religion does govern a lot of people's lives, how they live, including mine. I don't think I'd be half the person I am without the faith that I have in Jesus Christ. So I think it's very important because it does dominate what I do as a person.
So when you say that religion is declined, Christianity, Islam I should say rather, or just religion in general?
Religion in general.
So you think there's more atheists in the world than there are believers?
No, I think there's many believers. I don't know the exact figures, but I do think there's higher powers that people do believe in and turn to. I think that the majority are those people, rather than people that don't believe.
I was going to say, does it make you automatically an atheist just because you're not part of a religion?
No. It's if you don't believe, you're an atheist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, for me personally, I'm agnostic. I know that, I believe that we're not meant to know everything that happens around us. But certain things like religion, I just can't take to. Wow. The whole organization of it, someone telling you, this is how you should live your life spiritually in order, and because everyone's spirit is personal to them.
Yeah.
Everyone's spiritual journey is personal to them. So for another person who may not even know me to say that they read some book to tell me that this is how I should be living,
but what you said
makes no sense.
What you said makes zero sense.
How?
You go to school,
right?
You go to school,
right?
And there's a teacher.
Okay.
A teacher who might not know you.
Okay.
You go to a new school.
Okay.
And they teach you.
Right.
You listen. You do your exams. You learn.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with religion.
How?
You go to church. They teach you about the Bible.
Okay.
And you go and practice that.
The Bible. Who wrote the Bible?
Who wrote the school books?
Hey, hold on. The school books were from fact. No?
But okay. First of all,
no, that's
religion
that's not right.
It's not really about. It's not about fact. It's more about faith and what you believe.
There you go.
So you're just saying that you just don't believe.
I just don't believe what another person is telling me that I should believe.
So what should you believe?
I'm not saying you should believe what you want. Simple as.
So a teacher tells you 2 + 2 = 4. You're gonna say no, it's 5.
No, because it's an actual fact. 2 + 2 = 4.
So the same way in faith, what you believe in is factual to you. A miracle is factual to a Christian.
So for them to tell me that I should believe in their religion and live the way they live, because
they're not telling you how to live. They're teaching you about the Bible.
But you just said that they are. You said earlier that
they teach you how to live, though. Ten Commandments, they teach you how to live.
There you go.
Like my issue with religion is not the faith; it's the people and how they are and how they treat you. That's the worst thing, because I used to go to church very, very long time ago for all the wrong reasons, but that's not the point. But they treated me and my friends like proper outsiders because we never grew up in the church. We just came to the church. They called us all sorts. I remember one time I was walking down by the road and someone called me a hoe in Yoruba, and I was like, okay. And I was young, I was like 15 or something like that, and those kinds of experiences combined pushed me further away from the church, and I ended up, not thinking about religion for years and years until I came to a difficult point where I had to kind of sit down and just think I needed like more of a purpose. And I had the foundations sewn in me from young, but because of the way people treated me, it's like I kind of turned my back on it until I needed it.
Well, like, I do agree in a certain sense. Like I said, I have a lot of faith in Christ. I don't go to church simply because I haven't found a church I'm comfortable with. A lot of religious people do go to church in the sense that you should be like this, it's strict, and I don't believe it's like that, because everyone sins in a different manner. Like, it's just seen as a sin. Like, I can do things that are frowned upon, but then these same people that are casting stones at me, they sin in their way. So it's until I find somewhere comfortable that I can go to every Sunday.
But it goes back to the first point where Derek said it's a personal journey.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go to church, and it's not about the people you're with. As much as like there might be people teaching you, at the end of the day you go there and you go for yourself. You see what you can take away, you see what you can learn.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. I don't go to church, but I pray every day. A day does not go by that I do not pray. A week does not go by if I haven't opened my Bible and I have not read it. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
But then now I will say to you is, have you learned anything?
Yeah, I've learned loads.
Because like, for me personally, I can read the Bible, I can remember the 10 Commandments, but if there's not someone to tell me...
To give you understanding.
Yeah. Sort of. Like,
but this is the thing, I pray for that understanding. It's just I think when I'm taught things from religion, it's from their eyes. I've gone through experiences and then I read it, I open the Bible myself and I read it and I see it from my experience. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. They're telling me from their testimonies. I've got to go through my struggles and read it myself. Yeah. And that's why I have so much faith. Not necessarily that church has given me faith. Yeah. I've got faith because of what I've been through.
Okay. Because for me, I think when you go to a church or when you're looking for such an institution, you have to be amongst your peers. You have to be amongst people that kind of are in the same kind of walk of life as you. So you go to like a lot of, especially in like the Nigerian culture, you go to a church and it's like you have your youth service and you just got all the adults, and they obviously their way of thinking is different to, I would say, 21st century European kind of American kind of thinking. They are very traditional. So the way they do things, teach things is very different to how we would take it now, which makes it very difficult for us to kind of relate to. Do you know what I mean? But it's like I've gone to like youth services where like there's someone that might be 25, 26 who thinks they've been ordained by Christ to teach. And when they teach and you listen to what they say, because they've kind of grew up over here, what they teach you is very relatable, which helps you in your understanding. And it might be something, you might learn something that, but if you pick up the Bible and read yourself, it'll be kind of hard for you to decipher. But I think as well, at this moment in time, religion isn't in a bad place where a lot of it is, let's say, money driven, fashion driven, and it's not the foundations, which is Christ, are not there anymore. And I think that's why, to a certain extent, traditional churches are better, because like especially like my parents' church, when they're praying, like they are actually praying, though they might not see things the way we see things now, their foundations in Christ are real. Where with a lot more recent, newer churches, it's not there. Obviously, we have a corrupt churches here and there, which are very money driven.
What do you mean by traditional? But
by traditional, like the way they, like, for example, with some of the youth services, they will touch upon topics such as sex, such as your growing up, little things that we go through on a day-to-day basis or a week by week basis that we can relate to. Whereas with the adults, they might be talking about if you don't pay your tithes, you can't come to church, such things like that. I don't think
is that religion though? If you don't pay your tithe, what if you have no penny to your name? Then what do? Will God like turn His back on you? That's my problem with religion. It's like all these like rules and regulations and people that I agree with Derek, like people trying to make you to be them. Like a Christian, they're trying to say that a Christian looks the same in like every person. I don't feel like that's true. I feel like everyone looks different and everyone should act different. People experience different things. So my problem is with churches.
So you've said people write books,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't have to believe them. The books that you have now read about these books, why do you believe them?
Why do you believe that?
What's the
Because they're
difference?
scientific facts, and the same way you're
You can't say it's a scientific
hold
fact.
on. The same way that I say I'm not telling you that you shouldn't believe the Bible. You can believe what you want, as far as I'm concerned. That's your business. But I want to believe these books, and this is what the book has told me. Simple as.
So yeah, but so then you must acknowledge then to a certain degree you've contradicted yourself in
How?
believing those books,
Mm-hmm.
but
And not
saying
believing
that
the
these books
Bible.
can't be believed. You've chosen.
Thank you for watching our videos, and there's plenty more to come. So now the important thing is for you to comment, to like our videos, to subscribe, and to follow us on the links below.